Greetings to you all! I hope you're in mind for an adventure, oh, yes, as I have a tale for you, full of it, indeed. It's from your sagas, an age full of your wondrous deeds. Well, if you're ready, I'll tell you the tale of Sigurd and the Dragon. Long ago, a land far across the sea lay blighted by the cruelest of creatures, a dragon, most foul. For this wasn't just any dragon, but Fafnir. Fafnir was once a prince of the dwarven folk, but he fell to greed, so much so that he transformed into a dragon. He drove the folk of his land away, all to keep his golden hoard to himself. His very breath sickened the land around him. Trees withered, and the ground melted to muddy sludge, and rivers became pestilent bogs. The creatures fled, leaving nothing but silence, until Fafnir's roar broke through it like a wave on the shore. After many sad years under Fafnir's rule, someone new ventured into his blighted land. A young man who sought adventure and to make his name. The name of Sigurd. Sigurd was sent by Fafnir's own brother, Regan, to rid the land of him. Sigurd made his way deeper into the dead land, pulling himself through the foul-smelling mud and pushing aside brittle branches that fell away at his touch. He travelled for a day and a night until he came to the ridge that looked down upon a clearing. Exhausted from the trudge he had just endured, Sigurd lay down on the cool rock as he regained his breath. But it was taken away sharply by the sudden, yes-spitting roar that shook the very rock. Sigurd looked down into the clearing below and saw emerging from the crumbling remains of what was once a great hall, enormous reptile whose scales glistened sickeningly in the sun as its clawed feet lumbered forward towards a pool of water. As the towering beast drew close to the water, it reared onto its hind legs and stretched out its bat-like wings that were torn and withered from disuse, as Fafnir dare not leave his treasure unguarded. As Sigurd gazed down on the might of Fafnir, he saw the belly of the beast was bare of the glistening scales. Having drunk his fill, Fafnir returned to the hall of timber and splinters. Sigurd, still looking on, saw that the dragon went down the exact same path he had come to the pool. It was marked out by a worn-down trench in the clearing floor. This formed a plan in the mind of Sigurd. Waiting until the bellows of Fafnir had not been heard for some time, and the stars were the only light to see by, Sigurd descended the ridge into the clearing. The air down there was hot with the breath of Fafnir, and Sigurd had to tear cloth from his sleeve and put it over his mouth and nose to keep the foul pestilence at bay. He made his way to Fafnir's trench. And finding its deepest spot, he dug down into the earth. As the sun was rising and Fafnir's howl echoed through the clearing, Sigurd's head could no longer be seen above the ground. The ruins of the hall creaked and cried as Fafnir burst forth and headed to the pool for his daily drink. His bulk shook the ground with every step as he drew closer and closer. The air grew hotter and hotter until he passed over the unseen Sigurd. From his hidden pit, the blade of Sigurd's sword drove into the soft belly of the dragon, through Fafnir's greedy heart. The dragon launched itself into the air, roaring from the pain of the fatal blow. Its withered wings spread open. But unable to catch the air, the dragon crashed down onto the ground and was laid low. Sigurd, seeing that the deed was done, climbed out of his clever pit and moved to the dragon. As he looked down on the fallen horror, his ears got hold of a sound, long forgotten to the lands of Fafnir, the sound of birds, their song drifting on the breeze. Sigurd knew then that life would return, as more would follow the birds. He took shelter in the shattered hall for a day and a night. Then, taking enough treasure to prove the Regan, his task was done. Sigurd left the clearing. Oh, wasn't Sigurd cunning? Oh, yes. Using his surroundings to win. Something to remember, methinks. You know, next time I have to slay a dragon. Well, if you have any of your own cunning ideas on how to slay a dragon, why not put them in a story of your own? And then do remember to send it in to me, yes, at bard.elven.tales@gmail.com, so I can hear your exciting stories and turn them into a video. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, and if you haven't already, please do also like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you soon for more Bard Elven Tales. Ha ha!